With Fortnite adding some new reticle and damage feedback settings to Chapter 4 Season 1, I thought it'd be a good idea to explain what these settings do so you can decide on the best settings for yourself, or I'll showcase what the pros are using at the end of this video. But to begin with, we've got the reticle setting, which when turned on you can see you've got your reticle in the center of the screen, and when you go ahead and turn it off you do not have that anymore, so you definitely want to have that setting turned on. Reticle ammo indicator, when this is turned on you can see how many rounds are left in the magazine of your weapon, whereas when you turn this off you cannot see that. Some people prefer the clean look of not having it on, whereas some people see the value of having it on. It's completely up to you. Damage numbers is a brand new setting. There's cumulative and then there's list as well. Cumulative damage numbers will automatically add up the total amount of damage that you deal, whereas list will manually list each amount of damage that you deal, meaning you'll have to manually add up the total damage for yourself. Here's what both of those two look like side by side in action. Reticle damage feedback is also a brand new setting. Hit and icons will showcase the new hit marker as well as the new icon indicating the type of target. Hit only will just showcase the new hit marker, and having this setting turned off will showcase nothing, so no hit marker, just the damage that you deal. And then for the final setting, that's the target type indicator, yet another brand new setting. When this is turned on, if you aim over an enemy, a tiny bit of red will appear around the reticle, whereas when you have this setting turned off, if you aim over the enemy you will not get that tiny bit of red that appears around the reticle. Oh, as well, I must add this final bit, the HUD scale actually affects the size of the hit markers, so if you have your HUD scale on a very low size, you will get very small hit markers, whereas if you have your HUD scale on a very large size, you will get bigger hit markers. Moving on, you guys will probably want to know what the pros are using right now, and from what I've seen, I think most of them prefer the old damage numbers, like what we used to have in the previous chapter. So what they use is the following. Reticle needs to be on, obviously. Some use reticle ammo indicator, some have this turned off. It's honestly personal preference, as you can see from the side by side on screen. Damage numbers, most of them use list, as they want the old damage numbers that were in the previous seasons of Fortnite. Reticle damage feedback, they have this off, as the other settings are actually quite distracting, so they definitely have this one off. And finally, for the target type indicator, they also have this off, as the red around the sort of reticle is very distracting. And having all these settings on right here will give you the old style, which many pro players actually prefer. However, for myself, in my opinion, I actually like the new damage numbers setting, so to have it on cumulative, as I like how it looks in Apex and many of the games that use this system. But yeah, that right there, guys, has been all the new reticle and damage feedback settings explained. If this video helped out, feel free to drop a like on it, drop a sub on the channel, and use my code in the item shop. And finally, let me know in the comment section below what settings you were using.